Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem and the East African Community Anthem.
Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na mali, tuijenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
Please be seated. May I kindly request the Chancellor, His Highness Aga Khan, declare the convocation formally open.
I now declare the convocation of the Aga Khan University open.
To begin the proceedings, I invite Abubakar Muhammad, a faculty member, Advanced Nursing Studies Program in Uganda, to offer the Muslim prayer.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم واعتصموا بالله جميعا ولا تفارقوا واذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إن كنتم أعداء فألف بين قلوبكم فأصبحتم بنعمته إخوانا صدق الله العلي العظيم. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, and hold fast all together by the rope, which God stretches out for you, and be not divided among yourselves. And remember with gratitude God's favors on you, for ye were enemies, and he joined your hearts in love, so that his grace be ye become brethren. Amen.
Thank you, Abu Bakr. I invite Bukenya Paul Henry, a BSN graduate, to offer the Christian prayer.
A reading from Paul's letter to the Romans, chapter 12, verses 6 to 8. God has given each of us different gifts to use. If we can prophesy, we should do it according to the amount of faith that we have. If we can serve others, we should serve. If we can teach, we should teach. If we can encourage others, we should encourage them. If we can give, we should be generous. If we are leaders, we should do our best. If we are good to others, we should do it cheerfully. Lord, on this day of convocation, we take time to thank you and all those who have been part of our education at Aga Khan University. We thank you for the many gifts you've given us. We know that all our blessings come from you. Help each of us take time to recognize our gifts and work towards developing these gifts. May we be willing to reach out to others and share all that with which we've been blessed. It is in helping others that we gain joy and fulfillment here on earth. Amen.
Thank you, Bukenya. May I request Mr. Firoz Rasul, President, the Aga Khan University, deliver the welcome address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Right Honorable Speaker of the Parliament, the Chancellor, His Highness the Aga Khan, Honorable Ministers of the Government of Uganda, Trustees of the University, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Deans, faculty, staff of the University, parents, donors, supporters, and distinguished guests, and most importantly, the graduates. Hamjambo, Karibuni, welcome to the 2015 Convocation Ceremony of the Aga Khan University. Let me begin by congratulating our graduates. You have reached your goal today. I recently heard that some of our alumni used to call the Aga Khan University the house of rigor. It is definitely the case that no one earns an AKU degree without a lot of hard work. Today, we are celebrating not only the graduation of the class of 2015, but also AKU's 15th year in East Africa. Over the past 15 years, we have a great many people and organizations to thank for our success. And let me begin by expressing our profound gratitude to the founder and chancellor of this university, His Highness the Aga Khan, for having the vision, putting the pressure on us to start in East Africa 15 years ago. Thank you, Your Highness. I would also like to express our gratitude to the Chancellor for consenting to preside over today's convocation ceremony, which is the first time for our university in Uganda and where we have had several of these ceremonies. It is a momentous day for AKU, for the graduates, for the faculty, and for which we are very grateful. Thank you to all of you. We are also very grateful to our financial supporters, individuals and alumni, foundations like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Rotary International, as well as the Lundin Foundation, corporations such as Johnson & Johnson, and governmental and development agencies such as BMZ and KfW from Germany, AFD from France, DFATD from Canada. We are indebted to numerous people and institutions who have aided us as partners, advisors, and volunteers. These include the University of Alberta and the University of California, San Francisco. I would like to also express our gratitude to the government of Tanzania that earlier this week granted the university recognition and a charter to operate in Tanzania. And we must also single out special thanks to the government of Uganda, which from the beginning has recognized the important contribution that the university makes to this nation's development. I know our graduates will join me in thanking their families for their support and encouragement through all the late nights of studying and long months away from home. And I know that they will wish to acknowledge the dedication of their professors. We are truly fortunate to have a faculty whose expertise is matched by its passion for teaching. It seems to me that in addition to congratulating the men and women who we are celebrating today, we ought to thank them as well. In the end, a university is measured by its graduates and their contributions to society. I have no doubt that our pride in you will only grow as we learn of your achievements in the years to come. Yet, in the world in which you will make your way will not be a simple one. For some time, we have been hearing and saying that our planet is getting more connected and more complex than ever before, a place knit together by instant communications and global trade. This is a truism that is no less true for being so familiar. Even so, it seems we have yet to adapt to this fundamental fact. Recent years furnished numerous examples of global interconnection enabling events to race ahead of our capacity to understand or to respond to them. The 2008 financial crisis that struck the world's most advanced economies, the public uprisings demanding change in the Arab world, the spread of Ebola in West Africa. It is tempting when faced with such a world to think in terms of containment or even isolation. But a borderless world does not just enable crises to spread, it also allows for the free circulation of good ideas, new perspectives, and innovations that enhance our lives. How do you build a strong healthcare system that not only treats but also prevents disease? How can we improve the quality of education so that all children, regardless of where they live or their socioeconomic background, are prepared for success later in life? How can governments foster development? We know more about the answers to such questions than ever before. And thanks to the free flow of information, those answers are more widely available than they have ever been. A borderless world also connects people to people. It opens up the possibility of real dialogue between individuals, communities, countries, and civilizations that have mainly known one another through hearsay. As our Chancellor, His Highness the Aga Khan, has said, if we are to become full participants in the knowledge society of the 21st century, we must, and I quote, embrace the values of collaboration and coordination, openness and partnership, choice and diversity. Because, in his words, the spirit of the knowledge society is the spirit of pluralism, a readiness to accept the other, to see difference as an opportunity rather than a threat, end of quote. Thus, a borderless world offers both unprecedented challenges and extraordinary opportunities. The Aga Khan University's mission is to educate the leaders East Africa needs for this era. It is fitting that 2015 marks not only the 15th year in East Africa of the university, but also the 15th anniversary of the re-establishment of the East African community. As a university, we have reflected long and hard on how we can contribute to East Africa's development in a period of regional and global integration. We have concluded that we must expand well beyond our current outlines in order to develop versatile, agile, and innovative leaders in a wide variety of fields. How do we plan to do this? Given the urgent need for high-quality medical care, we're planning to open a university teaching hospital here in Kampala, staffed by exceptional physicians and nurses such as yourselves and equipped with the latest technology. Well, we are also increasing the number of medical centers to add to those that we have already established, and adding continuing and professional education programs. In Arusha, the headquarters of the East African community, we will offer undergraduates a liberal arts education at our Faculty of Arts and Sciences, as well as opportunities for graduate professional education in fields such as hospitality, leisure and tourism, as well as architecture and human settlement. In Dar es Salaam, we will build a new campus for our Institute for Educational Development to further its mission of educating outstanding teachers and school administrators. Nairobi is the home of our health sciences programs and our graduate school of media and communications, which will train journalists and media leaders. Our graduate school of leadership and management will develop managers and leaders in the private, public, and social sectors. In addition, we will strengthen our existing health services in the region, not just in Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya, but also we are looking at adding services to Rwanda and Burundi. Together, these projects represent an extraordinary investment over the next 15 years of over $1 billion US. This is an extraordinary vote of confidence in this region's future. Each of our campuses and programs will serve students from across East Africa. They will be crossroads, places that bring region's people together to learn from the best in the world and to learn from each other. They will foster mutual understanding, a spirit of shared purpose, and a sense of common identity. Ours is a time in which opportunities for innovation abound along intersections where different disciplines and professions meet. For example, we want to see educators and health professionals working together to prevent illness. We want to see business, government, and civil society building frameworks to protect the environment while promoting economic growth. We would like to see journalists and technology entrepreneurs connecting rural audiences to essential information. And we want to create an environment in which conversations between biologists and sociologists, ecologists and philosophers, economists and anthropologists open up perspectives on our world. Our aim is to produce graduates who are not only ready for demanding jobs, but will have the skills and the drive to act as entrepreneurs to create new jobs themselves. Graduates, you can contribute to the realization of this audacious ambition of your university by sharing your knowledge and ideas, proposing solutions, offering encouragement and advice, raising awareness, and demonstrating the values and principles that you have learned at AKU. So stay connected with your classmates, your teachers, and your fellow alumni. Be generous with your knowledge and your time, and imagine how you can collaborate to bring about change. You're part of a remarkable community, the community of the Aga Khan University, and our journeys are linked, yours, the alumni, and the universities. If we all act on the basis of that understanding, I believe our shared future will be very bright indeed. Once again, I commend you for your determination and congratulate you on your achievements. May the journey you begin today be all that you have dreamed of. Thank you, and asante sana.
Thank you, Mr. Rasul. May I kindly request the Chancellor, His Highness the Aga Khan, address the convocation.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Ministers, Trustees and President of the University, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Deans, faculty and staff of the University, parents, donors, supporters and distinguished guests, and graduates. Hamjambo and Karibuni. Honjera. Wanafunzi wote. I'm learning a little Swahili. What a remarkable day this is, and what a pleasure it is to be here. This is a very important day in your lives, of course. And I must say that this opportunity to share in an East African AKU convocation makes this a singular day in my life as well. As your Chancellor, it was I who first proposed to our trustees that AKU should expand from Asia to Africa to meet its chartered international mandate. In the search for Africa's development, how can any of us forget that throughout human history, there has never been greatness without expanded knowledge? And is that not the precise purpose of a great university? I have always felt that there is a kind of magical feeling about a graduation ceremony. Think about it, all of you graduands. You've walked in here earlier today as students of the Aga Khan University, and you will walk out of here a little later as graduates of the Aga Khan University and distinguished AKU alumni. The degree or diploma that you have received today is something that you will take with you for the rest of your lives. The education you have achieved here is something that no one can ever take away. We celebrate each of you graduates, and we also celebrate so many who have contributed to your success, your parents and your families, your friends and your colleagues, and those who have contributed to a university life, faculty, staff, donors, and trustees, as well as community leaders. Like each of you personally, the university also remembers its heritage on a day like this. That heritage is rooted in the rich history of Islamic intellectual accomplishment, including the work of my own ancestors in ancient Cairo 1,000 years ago, when they founded Al-Azhar University and the Darul Ilm, the House of Knowledge. This story continued for several centuries as Muslim centers of scholarship and culture involved and inspired people of many traditions and faith communities. A respect for diversity, a welcoming, cosmopolitan ethic has been a hallmark of this heritage, an increasingly relevant legacy in the emerging borderless world that President Rasool has so ably described. It was this intellectual heritage that inspired my grandfather as Imam of the Ismaili Muslim community to make education a top priority. In fact, he started the first Aga Khan school in Africa over 110 years ago in Bagamoyo, Tanzania. And that same legacy was in our minds when we began planning for this new Aga Khan University. I will remember our early conversations, as early as 1975 to be exact. We asked a host of questions, and a host of wise people helped us address them. Harvard University developed our blueprint. Our biggest question was whether a new university in Asia and Africa, in this day and age, could achieve sufficient levels of excellence and be measured by world standards. Well, we decided to try it. The Aga Khan University was founded in Karachi in 1983. It recently celebrated its 30th anniversary. And then in the year 2000, we expanded into East Africa. Today, the Aga Khan University remains the only private supported university with major academic programs on both, the Asian and the African continents. Over a relatively short time span, we have expanded our work into 8 different countries. We created 2 degree or diploma programs in the 1980s, 2 more in the 1990s, and another 21 programs since the year 2000. Altogether, we have graduated over 12,000 students, over 2,000 in East Africa, and you will soon become the most recent. Altogether, in these 15 years, some 1,900 nurses have been trained here, almost half of them earning Bachelor of Nursing degrees. So have some 3,000 teachers, including 250 with Masters of Education degrees. But the most important point is the multiplier effect that you can have as you pass along your skills and your standards. I think, for example, of programs which have trained almost 1,000 head teachers of secondary schools just in the last year, a striking example of this powerful multiplier potential. The quality of these programs has been endorsed not only by the World Health Organization, but by standard setters such as the UK College of Physicians and Surgeons and the US Joint Commission International. But the best endorsement by far is the success of our graduates. When they take licensing exams, or apply to other schools, or go to work for new employers. In the end, however, our most important accomplishments are not measured by quantity, but by quality. It is not so much that 12,000 people were educated at AKU, but rather that one person was educated here, and that this individual, life-transforming story has happened now some 12,000 times. As we look to the future, I'm increasingly impressed by one overriding insight. It reflects the vast flow of information that has come my way as I have watched the ups and downs of the developing world. More and more I am convinced that the key to improving the quality of human life, both in places which are gifted with good government and in places that are not so fortunate, is the quality of what I describe as civil society. By civil society, I mean the array of institutions which are neither public nor profit-driven, but which are motivated by voluntary commitments and dedicated to the public good. They include, for example, institutions dedicated to culture, to public information, to the environment, and to religious faith. And they include, very importantly, the fields of health and education, in which you are so centrally involved. A healthy civil society is a meritocratic one, where ethics are honored and excellence is valued. And the great question now confronting us in Africa is how rapidly the institutions of a healthy civil society can be established and reinforced. In this process, the role of the university will be central as it advances and shares new knowledge. From the start, over 30 years ago, this university's founding blueprint envisioned a multi-campus, multi-continental university, comprehensive, broadly integrated, and research-led. That vision, as you have heard, is now coming true. One milestone along that journey occurred earlier this week when I received the first charter ever granted to an international university in Tanzania. That ceremony reflected, I believe, AKU's record of producing outstanding East African graduates. And it sets the stage for expanding the university in the years ahead through a series of new schools, new faculties, new institutes, and other facilities throughout the East African region. here in Uganda, we will focus on achieving international levels of healthcare, especially for non-communicable diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. With the cooperation of the government, we plan to establish a new Aga Khan University Hospital in Kampala, as the President has just mentioned, as several medical centers in other places across the country. Our goal with this integrated health system is that no Ugandan should have to leave the country to seek quality medical care. But this cannot happen, of course, without a significantly expanded core of qualified health professionals. And this is where you come in. Our commitment to this country in the years ahead is to educate an ever-growing number of medical specialists, nurses, and other specialists, people like you, who can perform consistently and impressively and at an international world-level standard. We have similar exciting goals throughout the East African region. As the President has said, we plan to open a new campus in Arusha in just 4 years. It will be home for our new Faculty of Arts and Sciences, plus 2 professional graduate schools and a variety of other training and research facilities. We are also planning a new campus in Dar es Salaam for our Institute of Educational Development. Other AKU initiatives that will serve the entire region include new undergraduate medical and nursing programs in Kenya, as well as our Graduate School of Media and Communications opening this year in Nairobi. 7 other graduate schools will follow, designed to advance healthy civil society in specific African contexts. They will include schools of leadership and management, hospitality, leisure and tourism, architecture and human settlements, government, civil society, public policy, economic growth and development, law, and education. It is our belief that developing graduate schools is one of the quickest ways in which universities can impact the improvement in the quality of life of people in developing countries. As the East African community is built politically, so will AKU become increasingly regional. Meanwhile, we will continue to expand our inter-university partnerships across the world, lending further global credibility to our work and to our credentials. An example is in the field of neurosciences, where the whole domain of stem cell technology needs to be brought massively and competently to Africa. This is a long list of new initiatives, but not an unrealistic one, any more than it was unrealistic to plan for an intercontinental university 3 decades ago. And let me emphasize that we see these various units as integrated parts of one university, working closely together across academic disciplines and also across nations and continents in our increasingly borderless world. These developments also mean that AKU will continue to be a valuable reference point for you with its Africa and Asia-Pacific research and its continuing education opportunities, even as the AKU story develops, so you can enhance your relationship with this university. So let me put you on notice. This is not a farewell ceremony. In fact, an event like this is often called a commencement, since it marks the beginning of so many great new stories. We hope that you will share your stories with us in the days ahead. And we hope that whenever possible, you will continue to be a part of the university's story. And so it is that we come together today, both as grateful inheritors looking back on an accomplished past, and as eager explorers looking ahead to an exciting future. It has been an honor for me to share this day with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Highness. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you the graduates for 2015. We begin with the graduates from the School of Nursing and Midwifery. I invite Mr. Joseph Mwezerwa, Academic Head, Advanced Nursing Studies Program in Uganda, to announce the names of the graduates who will be receiving their diploma or degree. May I request the Chancellor award the diplomas and confer the degrees upon the graduating classes. May I request President Firoz Rasul accompany the Chancellor. May I request the University Registrar, Mr. Lou Ariano, to assist.
Your Highness, the Aga Khan, President Firoz Rasul, the Speaker of Parliament, members of the Board of Trustees, deans, faculty and staff of the university, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to announce the names of the graduates from the School of Nursing and Midwifery who have successfully completed the required program of study and to whom diplomas in general nursing will be awarded and upon whom will be conferred the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Chemororia Nuru Kemosat from Kibuli Muslim Hospital, Kampala. Irakunda Annette Mbona, General Military Hospital, Bombo. Kanyi Gertrude, St. Stephen's Dispensary and Maternity Center, Luzira. Kudra Lukia, Kibuli Muslim Hospital, Kampala. Lamuno Grace Moro, Jinja College, Jinja. Muhindo Arias, the clinic at the Mall, Golobi, Kampala. Mutumba Diti Sharifa, Kibuli Muslim Hospital, Kampala. Navatanzi Maria Esther, Mulago National Referral Hospital, Kampala. Nabumba Aaron, Kadik Hospital, Bukoto, Kampala. Nagirinya Sylvia, The Surgery, Kampala. Najuma Perpetua Rebecca, International Hospital, Kampala. Nakazibwe Annette, Kadik Hospital, Nakulabye, Kampala. Nakubulwa Joy Chibirige, Mengo Hospital, Kampala. Nalukwago Justin, Mengo Hospital, Kampala. Namujuzi Jane, St. Charles Buyikwe Hospital, Buyikwe. Namutebi Doreen, Seven Hills Medical Center, Kampala. Namuwulya Joyce, JB Pharmaceuticals Limited, Kampala. Namyalo Anet, Kadik Hospital, Bukoto, Kampala. Nantaba Hajara, Champisi Health Center 3, Mukono. Nanyonga Mirembe Mili, Masaka Municipal Council. Nanyonga Sophia, Kampala Skin Clinic. Nagawa Sophia, Mengo Hospital, Kampala. Ochama Peter, China-Uganda Friendship Hospital, Naguru, Kampala. Odong Emmanuel Peter, Mengo Hospital, Kampala. Okalebo John, God's Will Clinic, Otoboy, Kaberamaido. Wanjira Kezia Kara, Silverbacks Pharmacy, Kampala. Yahweh Arthur, Mengo Hospital, Kampala. Ainomojisha Diana, Mulago National Referral Hospital, Kampala. Ajori Maureen, Usagama Health Center, Mbale. Anjiro Henry Frank, Infectious Disease Research Collaborations, IDRC Tororo. Asava Rose Vindeva, Mulago National Referral Hospital. Bavirie Sisi, Iganga Technical Institute, Iganga. Bukenya Paul Henry, Uganda Blood Transfusion Services, Kampala. Jane Namukasa, Kalangala District Local Government. Kobusinje Juliet, Kampala University School of Nursing, Mutundwe, Kampala. Kunja Joanita, Jinja Vocational Training Institute. Masengere Betty, Health Tutors College, Mulago. Mbabazi Jennifer, Kampala Hospital Limited. Musoke Stella, The Surgery, Kampala. Nakangu Jackie, Kampala Hospital Limited. Nachiganda Catherine, Mulago National Referral Hospital. Naluyinda Hadija, Mpugwe Health Center 3, Masaka District Local Government. Namboze Hasfa Islamic University in Uganda, Kaboja Campus. Nambugu Eve Cheyune International Hospital, Kampala. Nanziri Farida Saidina Abubeka Islamic Hospital, Matuga. Nasirumbi Christine Kwova, Platinum Medical Center, Kampala. Ngobi David, Maldme, Uganda, Lweza. Niwomu Junjoy, Maxon Bay Hospital, Luzira. Zarwango Mary Goreti, AAR Healthcare, Kampala. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mwizerwa. May I now request Dr. Pauline Ria Dickens, Director of the Institute for Education Development in East Africa, to announce the names of the graduates who will receive their Master of Education degree parchments.
Your Highness, President Firoz Rasool, Honorable Speaker of the House, members of the Board of Trustees, deans, faculty and staff of the university, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce the names of the graduates from the Institute for Educational Development who have successfully completed the required program of study, upon whom will be conferred the degree Master of Education. Kainza Annette Lois, Makerere College School, Kampala. Mugabe Milton, Kigezi College, Bitoberi, Kabale. Nansureko Farida Bwanika, Kabolosoke PTC Kabolosoke, who also obtained the highest mark on her research dissertation. Nsamba Moses Buyambo Muslim Primary School, Rakai. Omara Polycarp, Lotuke Seed Secondary School, Abim. Owini Charles Dickens, Alarek Primary School, Abim. Semotono Stephen, Rakai District Local Government, Rakai. Sawanga Fatuma, Kampala. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Highness, Mr. Rasool, Dr. Ria Dickens, and Mr. Ariano. It is customary at a convocation for a member of the graduating class to represent all of the graduates and share with the audience their experiences and aspirations. I call upon Masengere Betty, a graduate of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing program, to deliver the valedictory address.
The Chancellor and founder of the Aga Khan University, members of the Board of Trustees, President Firoz Rasool, Speaker of the Ugandan Parliament, deans, faculty members, donors, distinguished guests, employers, parents, spouses, and fellow graduates, good afternoon. I am honored and greatly privileged to stand here on behalf of all the 2014 Aga Khan University Uganda campus graduates to deliver this speech. Dear graduates, by the grace of the Almighty God, we did it. This long gestation period has finally terminated into a healthy outcome. We, the graduates, would like to express our happiness and gratitude in having Your Highness presiding over this function. Indeed, it is so humbling to be seated in the same gathering and that you considered our convocation of importance over other activities. I am humbly requesting the graduates and all in attendance to give His Highness the Aga Khan the Ugandan applause. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I reminisce on the first day of our interaction with Aga Khan University. Nurses and midwives in hundreds assembled at the examination hall, the subsequent interviews, and the long wait to receive an acceptance letter from Aga Khan University. But in July 2012, we embarked on this academic journey, getting baptized with the title 2012 Batch. We have been at this honorable university for 4 semesters for diploma and 5 semesters for the degree program. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to inform you that the quality of education at Aga Khan University is delivered by a team of well-qualified and committed faculty members. We have a state-of-the-art library, and all students are provided with tablets, and there is excellent internet connectivity at Aga Khan. We are eternally indebted to you, Your Highness, for all the facilities, the services, and financial assistance provided to us, without which we would not have been able to achieve our dreams of higher education and advancing our careers. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share the highlight of our student experience that can only happen at Aga Khan University. In our 4th semester, Aga Khan University organized a multi-continent, multidisciplinary, multicultural, and multi-university online course of Science of Early Childhood Development, and this gave us opportunity to share our knowledge and experiences with biology students from University of Toronto, master students from Institute of Education Development in Karachi, and nursing students from Tanzania and Uganda. Can you just imagine that? This was planned by Aga Khan Foundation and Riverside College in Canada. My fellow graduates, we have come a long way from writing portfolios, converting Word documents into PDF articles, academic writing, research, quizzes, making 20-minute PowerPoint presentations, video conferencing, workshops, making newsletters, making podcasts, to helping mothers giving life, clearing water sources during our community. I mean, the list is endless. All of these things demanded the meticulous standard of Aga Khan, and I'm proud to report that we aimed to achieve that meticulous standard. The success we have achieved today should motivate us to strive for greater heights. My colleagues, encourage and support those under your jurisdiction to further their career. Your success is only measured by how many beneath you have helped to rise. And a candle never loses its brightness or fire when it lights other candles. Whenever challenges arise, draw inspiration from Nelson Mandela's words that man's glory is not in never falling, but in rising up every time we fall. And be the change you would like to see in others. My colleagues, let us bloom where we have been planted. Your Highness, we are proud that we were the first Aga Khan University program to start in East Africa, and yet again, we are the first to start a post-RN BS degree in midwifery. This, once again, opens doors for the midwives of this country who have for quite long searched for opportunities for furthering their studies. Thank you for beginning the bachelor's degree in midwifery. The high quality of education received at Aga Khan University will indeed be boosted by a highly specialized clinical area that Aga Khan Hospital, which you have promised Uganda, will provide. Your Highness, I am humbled to note that one day, my dear country, Uganda, will have a chain of Aga Khan Hospital like it is in neighboring Kenya and Tanzania. Secondly, Your Highness, like you've already mentioned that this cooperation between the alumni now and the Aga Khan University should not end. We look forward to that day when Aga Khan University will begin a master's program for nurses and midwives. We are sure that with you, the dawn for this program is nearer than we ever imagined. And on behalf of my fellow graduates, I'd like to extend our gratitude to everyone who enabled us to come out successful. Special heartfelt appreciation goes to the faculty and staff of Aga Khan University under the competent leadership of the academic head, Mr. Mwizerwa Joseph. Thank you so very much, each of our lecturers, for understanding our weakness and for making every effort to lift us to a degree and diploma level. You left no stone unturned. You never for once gave up on us. Thank you for the wise counsels. We thank all the institutions, hospitals, and communities that kept their gates open for our clinical and practical placements. Thank you, the administrators, the clinical preceptors, mentors, clients, and patients who willingly allowed us to work on them despite our being students. I'll fail in my duty if I do not acknowledge our sponsors, Rotary Foundation, Johnson & Johnson, Belgium Technical Corporation, employers, and others not mentioned, whose generosity has enabled us to complete our program successfully and without financial stress. In a very special way, we appreciate our families, our parents, our siblings, our spouses, our very young children, who willingly, patiently, silently endured our absence. Sometimes we were physically present, but mentally very absent. Deeply engrossed in assignments. Oftentimes, because of the intensity of this study program, your simple, innocent requests were met with irrational responses, but still, you offered your total support. And because your contribution is enormous, we dedicate all our diplomas and degrees to you. Finally, once again, I thank the University Chancellor, His Highness the Aga Khan, the Board of Trustees for their vision and direction, and the entire university team for making us who we are today and for coming to witness our success. Thank you all for being here. We wish you all a merry time and a safe journey back to your areas of abode, for God and my country.
Thank you, Betty. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the proceedings of the 2015 Convocation ceremony. May I kindly request the Chancellor declare the Convocation ceremony closed.
I now declare the 2015 Convocation of the Aga Khan University closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the playing of the East African Community Anthem and our national anthem, the Chancellor and Mr. Rasool will lead the procession out of the hall. Please remain seated. Please wait for the procession to depart before you leave your seat and then proceed to the refreshment area. Please rise for the playing of the East African Community and our national anthem.
Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na mali, tuijenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu,